What is up, everybody? Welcome to Repair Sprout YouTube channel, and in today's video you're going to learn how to create a website for a restoration business. We'll tell you everything you need to know in order to create a website for a restoration company. Not just any website, but the website that brings in leads. So not a website that is just an expense for you, but the actual lead generating machine that we all want. So if you're selling water damage restoration, fire damage restoration, mold remediation, and similar services, and want to learn how to create a website for your business or edit your old website, this video is perfect for you. Now, before we jump into the actual presentation, I want to let you know that if you take a look at the top of this video's description, you'll find a few links at the very top. So the first link will be for a free website audit. The link will take you to our page on our website where you can sign up for a free website audit, and what we will do is we'll basically analyze your website, find opportunities to grow your website traffic and the lead volume you're receiving from your website, and we will provide you with everything you need to do in order to leverage those opportunities via a simple checklist, and you will receive your audit's results in a simple video. So everything will be absolutely for free. We highly recommend you check that out in case you already have a website and you just want to improve its performance. All right, the next link will be for our Facebook group. So we have set up a Facebook group specifically for business owners in the restoration industry to learn marketing for free. We're talking about, SEO, PPC, and all of that stuff. So if you're interested in something like that, again, the group is only for business owners in the restoration industry. So check it out if you're interested. And the last link will be for a consultation call in case you want to work with us and take things a step further and develop a full marketing plan for business. All right. So if you're interested in something like that and any of those links, make sure you go and check them out. And with that out of the way, let's dive right into the video. All right. So what do you need for your website? Technically, you only need three things: a domain, hosting, and a CMS. CMS stands for Content Management System, and it will be used for building out your entire website. The total cost for all these things will be around $100 to $300, depending on the hosting company you go with and how many years of hosting you buy. So we'll cover each of these three things individually throughout this video. So we'll start off with a few things you need to know about getting a domain, how to choose the right host for your website, and then how to finally build out your site that actually converts cold visitors into leads. So the domain. Always go after the .com domain. These are considered the most professional. When it comes to the domain name itself, consider using one of the two options. Your brand name, which will 99% of you go with, right? And or keyword-rich domain name. Now, why am I telling this? So this is not a critical factor, but having your main keywords in your domain name can help with ranking higher in the search engines. So having something like moldremovalbrooklyn.com or waterdamagerepairpros.com, right? So while most of you probably won't pick domain names like these, it definitely does help. I just wanted to let you know that you'll probably see a lot of these, and just in case you're wondering, like, why do these people choose these domain names, it's because they help with rankings. Right, rankings in Google. So if somebody searches for mold removal Brooklyn and Google sees a website that's called moldremovalbrooklyn.com, they tend to push that website up in the rankings towards the top. So it's not a guarantee that you will rank just based on the so-called exact match domain name, but it definitely does help. Just keep that in mind. But most of you will choose your brand name, and that's totally okay. You don't have to choose the domain name like moldremovalbrooklyn.com. It's definitely not at all required. But just so you know, it does help. Moving on to hosting. So fast hosting is essential for having a fast website. Some of the fastest web hosting providers are Bluehost, SiteGround, and HostingGround. With hosting, make sure to purchase an SSL certificate. And what an SSL certificate will do is basically add a secure connection to your website. So you will not have an HTTP URL, you will have HTTPS. So SSL certificate will help make your users feel safe, prevent browser not secure messages from being shown to users and therefore, because you're taking care of the user experience on your website, it will rank your website higher in the search engines. All right. So many hosting companies offer a free SSL certificate, but in case your hosting company the hosting company you choose doesn't do that, it will usually be pretty cheap. So make sure you get an SSL certificate. Next is building a website. So after you purchased a domain and hosting, it's time to build your website. To build a simple website, you can use a CMS. Again, content management system. We recommend you use WordPress, but you can also use Wix or Squarespace. For a complex website, you'll need a development team. We assume you know this, but for most small businesses, a simple WordPress website will do the job. Now, it's important that you don't overwhelm yourself. Your website doesn't have to look special. Instead, you should focus on content along with speed and responsiveness. And this will drive the success of your website, along with other SEO factors like backlinks. But this is the video specifically about the website itself, so it's not all about the design, but you should have at least a decent design, and that's pretty easy to achieve with a CMS. Just in case you like what you see so far, hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us see that these videos are in demand, and therefore it will motivate us to keep producing more of them. Also, in case you need any help at all with websites, SEO, PPC, make sure to schedule a free consultation call with us by finding a link in the description of this video that will take you to our consultation call page. All right? It will be at the very top of the description. Let's move on. Now, the actual build. If you're going to use WordPress, the following plugins will make your life 100 times easier. Right? Elementor, which will be used for building pages. All right? WP Rocket, which will be used for speed optimization. This is a paid plugin. Yoast SEO, which is used for SEO. WP Forms, Short Pixel, and Updraft Plus. WP Rocket is the only one that doesn't have a free version. All right, but all of these have a free version and also, of course, a paid version. WP Rocket will help you optimize your website in order to make it fast. All right. Elementor will be used for building pages. Yoast will be used for some basic SEO optimizations. WP Forms will be used for building contact forms and adding them to your site. Short Pixel will also be used for speed optimization, specifically images. And Updraft will be used for backing up your website. So in case anything wrong happens and your website goes down or whatever, with Updraft, you can basically prepare for that situation by scheduling regular backups, like for example every week or every month, depending on your wishes. So these plugins will help you a lot if you're using WordPress, and we recommend you do use WordPress. Alright, so let's get into the actual site structure. The homepage. Your homepage is the introduction to your business. On this page, you should list the things that you want all of your website visitors to know. Alright? Common structure of a homepage that actually works well and produces, gets phone calls pretty much. A bold headline at the top and a call to action. Alright? So take a look at something like this. So immediately at the very top of the page, you have a bold headline, get a free quote, and then a call to action, so to call the phone number, and then a little bit of text over here. But it's important that you see this. So bold headline and a call to action, so call now. Next is services and ratings. Testimonials, if you have any. FAQ, the element you have seen here, so something like this. About your business, we don't have to list like everything, but you should add like an introduction, and then if they want to learn more, a link to an about page, and then contact info and address. So you don't have to like follow this exact structure. This is just a list of elements you should add to your homepage. You don't have to follow any like in any specific order. I mean, you should use a bold headline and CTA at the very top, and then list the things that will help build trust, like ratings, reviews, testimonials, and then everything else that helps them that helps with conversions, like an FAQ, a little bit about your business, and all of that stuff. Now, while you don't have to get like I've said, while you don't have to get everything exactly right, you should follow these principles. After every paragraph, add a call to action. That's really important. That it helps a lot with conversion. So after every block of text, add a CTA. You don't have to like every single block of text, but after every like paragraph with like 100 to 200 words or something like that, add a CTA. And the last point I'd like to add is to add your main keywords to your homepage. So think of like mold removal, mold remediation, mold inspection, right? It helps Google understand what your website is all about. I mean, you will add these keywords anyway when you list your services, but just so you know, it helps with SEO. Moving on to service pages. So just having a homepage won't cut it. You need to have a page for each of your services, and you will link to these pages from your homepage. Not only does this help the user learn more about a service he or she is interested in, but it also dramatically improves your SEO. So if you're not sure what to write about on these pages, use a tool like answerthepublic.com. It will provide you with content ideas. And answerthepublic.com, it will basically, when you go to the website, it's free to use, by the way. So it will ask you for a keyword. So you can enter a keyword like, for example, over here, mold remediation, water damage restoration, or any other relevant keyword. And the tool will provide you with questions people are asking about that particular term. So as you can see, how much can mold remediation cost? Can you do mold remediation yourself? Does mold remediation require a permit? Is mold remediation effective? So you can answer questions. Some of these questions, of course, there are a lot of questions, so you don't really have to answer all of them on your page. But you can answer some of the questions you find would be the most helpful to the user and that people are asking you the most. And you can also answer questions people are asking you on the phone when you're talking to them, right? But this tool will help you get some ideas as well. And you can answer these questions on the service page, all right? And again, after every like 100 to 150 to 200 words of paragraph of text, add a CTA, like I've said a minute ago, for the home page. The same rule applies. And also make sure to add a bold headline and a CTA at the very top of the service page, every service page you build as well. Moving on to about, contact, and legal. You should add about, contact, privacy policy in terms of service pages to your website. On the about page, write what you feel people should know about your company. The content page should have your content information, your location. You can add a Google Maps element to your page, and add a contact form. Adding all of these shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, right? So you shouldn't waste too much time on these pages. Just put a little bit of time into about and contact pages, and for the legal pages, you should add them pretty quickly, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, tracking your data. To track your visitors' behavior, you'll need to use the following services. All of them are free: Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, and Google Search Console. These will help you understand what people are doing on your website. Which pages are they visiting the most? Which pages are ranking high in Google, and other important metrics, right? So all of these are free to sign up for. Make sure that you go and you start using them if you haven't started already, in case you already have a website and just want to restructure it. But in case you don't have a website and you're like brand new starting out, make sure that you sign up for these tools right away once your website is all set and done. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope this video was helpful to you. If you need more help, make sure to check out our website and schedule a consultation call. If you don't want to do that, join our Facebook group and ask whatever questions you might be having. A written version of this content will be available in the description of this video as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.